Hello, this is Hazuchio. Today I played Lemon's account against Zelda. So here I will be talking about my strategies against Zelda. So immediately I first ban Omega. This is Omega's, or at least one of Omega's best maps, because I see Zelda running Leviathan troops on Omega. They have very high attack when in water. And they are perfectly enchanted Omega, attacking with Cold Blood, moving 2 squares, and using Knowing Strike would double a lot of units. So anything below 285 skill will just get doubled. And a lot of units will get tripled by that as well. So very scary. He's known for his Omega, so it's first banned. Alright, get Landius banned as expected, and I'm expecting him to pick up Zerda here, because he's running 4 tank blocks, he can just pick up anything. Zerda's by far one of the scariest units, because we have Claret and Luna, but in his box right now he did not run Luna, which is a mistake, I would say. So my plan here is to first ban Omega and then second ban Juggler and Landius. Now why I do this against the 4 tank box is because Bernhardt and Estelle do not have magic card. So if I happen to get any of these magical units, the Rachel, Bozo, even Estelle and Yulia, they can ignore guard when attacking. Same for all my healers, but they don't really do that much damage. So, as player 2, I'm pretty lucky. I always want to pick a tank, playing safe. So here I pick up Juggler, which is actually one of Juggler's best maps with all this water here. This is what I expected as well. He bans Zerda and Yulia, 2 really good units that can potentially deal with this Zerda. And then, because he's not running Luna here, I was sort of expecting him to pick up either Luna or Claret second, but instead he just goes for a tank second. I'm also perfectly fine with this, because he cannot guard magic, so I get rid of 2 of the other threats. Yulia. I really don't want to deal with Yulia. There are a lot of answers to Yulia, like Bozo, Luna, but still, she can use the aura, make you unable to guard, and it's just going to be really annoying even dealing with Yulia. And Claret goes well with the Zerda. Can kill the Juggler when the Juggler is not in water, so not the unit I want to deal with either. Here, I was thinking maybe I can pick up Leonhardt, but Leonhardt can't really survive Zerda, and I have to use teleport, and Leonhardt just dies to the Alhazard Zerda build anyways. So I pick up Claret. Claret have very long range. I can hope to outrange Zerda that way. Here is a TRS and a Leonhardt ban. I'm not quite sure about the TRS ban. I'm assuming it's preemptive ban against this Claret having attack blessing, and not wanting to see Leonhardt because of the high amount of damage Leonhardt can output. I think double healer ban or double DPS ban would be better here, just forcing me to pick another healer if he double healer bans. So here he picks up Lestel. Lestel I don't really care about. If you want to know how many bracers this team has, the Juggler is on bracer, this Luna is on bracer, this is on bracer, Liana is on bracer, Bozo is on bracer, Lestel is on bracer, Landius is actually on bracer, Yulia is on meditation ring. Yeah, so that's everything. That's a lot of bracers here. So these 2 bans, Leonhardt, pretty annoying. Dispels RNG, the Machete RNG stun, So a lot of RNG I don't want to deal with. Bozo is a faction buff for both of them. Don't want to deal with that either. So here I pick up Luna. Luna's really good having the movement aura and also a faction buff for Claret. Here finally I get like 2 more healers banned, so I'm forced to pick up Weiler next. Here I give him Iris. I don't think he can use Iris that effectively, considering how I have high mobility units here. So if Zerda goes in, I think I can just deal with it and punish and kill Zerda that way. Right, so 2 more bans, leaving him with 2 healers. I don't think I cared that much about having him 2 healers here. As player 1, 2 healers is not usually that great. So force pick Weiler, and then here I get Joshua and Listel banned. So Listel is always annoying. Joshua, I don't think Joshua is actually going to do that much here, because the Joshua just gets outranged by the Zerda. I really should have removed Joshua for like really anything else, but there was not enough resources to build any of the other units, even though there's like 10 other 6-star possibilities that I could have chosen from. Instead I get these 2 options. So I'm thinking Rachel can do a lot of damage since there's no magic guard. That you can maybe guard with Listel, bring the passive, or I can bring Bozo and actually bring in Summon. The Summon doesn't do a whole lot except for blocking units, like blocking assassins. And it's good for preventing Zerda that exits battle from entering hide and seek again. So this Zerda is not on 6 costs. It uses Slice Stride, Killing Blow, and Alzard. So there's the Gospel that gives the Zerda the attack buff. And the rest of these skills are pretty standard. I think there's like heavy infantry here. Not sure why. He also brought Steel Titan instead of another single cost skill. So if you want to guard range 2, you have to use Phoenix Wave. So I'm not sure about that either. So over here you see I brought Sleep, Summon, Third Creeper. So I'm not running any faction buffs or AoE effects. The Star Creepers, just because I can ignore guard, there's no magic guard. The Summon, prevent Zerda from moving into passive. Here, I think I should have taken Mass Heal instead of Tactical Retreat. I don't use Wyvern that often. I got to use him in maybe 2 games, so not that much experience. Then we have the faction buff for Claret. And here, I'm running Beast Shock and Master of Ice. I don't really have any thoughts on this, it's just whatever, I'll just bring these. So the first few turns, I'm just going to stay in my base. The Zerda have quite a bit of move, like reaching all the way in here. But my Claret also have a lot of move. I just want to stay here, get set up, cast my summon, and then move up later. So he casts Gospel here, obviously going to teleport in, but I'm fine with this. I can just kill the Zerda after she gets away. So I think here is also another mistake. I should have moved Bozo closer here, like around here. That way I can immediately punish if Zerda goes after the Claret. This Luna, if she was on Ragnarok, she could have killed the Zerda after combat. But that's also another thing I should have changed, and didn't. So here, Claret just dies. She actually heals to full if she is using last rites, which I'm pretty sure she would be. It's going to be really difficult to one-shot her. So here I'm just going to use the Beast Shock. I had two options here, either Beast Shock with Juggler, or I use the Luna. Just normal attack, which still wouldn't be a kill, probably, because of her last rites. And my Bozo, as you can see here, was just out of range, so that's unfortunate. Mistake there. So now he's physical guarding the Zelda. Next turn I can move in with the Bozo and Scythe. Here I do surprising amounts of damage with the Luna, killing all of this infantry and doing half of his stealth health. This is a lot more than I expected actually. So next turn I can actually threaten to kill off his tail like turn 1. Here the Juggler gets fingered and I just want to full heal this Bozo, so the Bozo have Sorceress, full health bonus. So that's why I used the retreat here. If that was mass heal, that would have been a lot better. It would also remove the this heal reversal on Juggler. So here he had two choices, healing Estelle or healing Zelda. I would have been fine with either one. If he healed Zelda, she's not going to be able to move. I can deal with her some later time. But he healed Estelle. If he didn't, I can just one-shot Estelle with the Luna. So here I just get the kill on Zelda because there's no magic guard. Here Juggler just takes a whole bunch of punishment from the Lestel, Finger, and Heal Reversal, so I move just barely out of range. So this Lestel is actually still in the Blood Dance range, but like I said before, this Embracer, and so is everyone else here. Everyone is Embracer, so I don't care. Move here, drop Master of Ice, do some damage. Threaten these units a little. So you have to do this, but I really just moved the Juggler away just so he can drop off the Heal Reversal and get out of range of the Lestel. So here I'm kind of afraid of him killing my Luna next turn. He can also threaten to kill my Bozo next turn, so this is why I did this attack. This Lestel can move here and attack the Bozo, and then like remove most of the Sorceress, and then probably Lestel or something can attack and finish off the Bozo next turn, because I still have an action on the Juggler after using Regroup. So he's going to move first next turn. I don't really want to lose any of these units, so I'm moving here just to block. Could have also not attacked if I wanted to, but here I do make the attack, and then take a whole bunch of damage. Now Blood Dance, applies Heal Reversal, doesn't do a whole lot of other stuff. Here, this Luna is in danger of getting killed, probably from this Estelle if you wanted to make that exchange, because I can guard over here. So this is the best I can do, just guard here. He goes for the heal on Estelle first, so I have just enough time to move Luna into guard range. Juggler again, just takes a whole bunch of punishment. So now I see this fog on this right side, it's getting slightly closer. I want to get closer into the middle. So after this Estelle moves, I sleep, noticing that it's off the... it doesn't have the fixed... oh, it's the stun immunity after. So I could have also tried to just kill it with Scythe. didn't want to risk it, so I went with the safer play of just using sleep. He gets healed up, so I think I should have just moved the juggler first and slept second. That way he would have to spend the first action here healing rather than killing the juggler, as you can see there. So this is not that great for me. I have to kill this Estelle and the rest of their units as soon as I can. He doesn't full heal Estelle, so I thought, well, this is the best chance I got. Might as well use the Dark Reaper, and it gets the kill. So because he's used again on this Estelle, I now have first move on the next turn. So I can attack really anyone with this Luna, and I figured Liana would probably be the optimal choice. I can kill off the Shrine Maidens first, and then finish off herself next turn. Estelle does a surprising amount of damage to my sorceresses. So I want to remove Estelle's soldiers as much as I can. Luna actually does a very good job of just not taking that much damage from the Bull Rangers, so that was nice. Here I'm just removing all these soldiers from Estelle first. Then move in with Luna to kill. She takes 20 damage from the retaliation. So that's game 1. Thankfully I won that, so I'm still player 2. I love player 2. I have the other win condition of just stalling if I really needed to. So first things, same bands, Omega, 2 tanks, same picks here. Here's something different, the Claret and Yulia gets banned this time, so I get to pick up Zerda. Zerda is really good with Juggler, since I can Meteor Faction buff for Juggler. Because in game 1 I didn't actually have Faction buff for Juggler. So the usual picks, but here I actually get to pick up Liana here, so this is also a mistake. I get Iris and Iris, Tiaris and Iris banned. It should have been Liana and some other unit, because Liana again is really strong for player 2. This time I get Luna banned, which is really good. I love using Luna, even if it's just for using King's Crown, applying King's Crown on everyone. So again here I pick up the Bozo just to drop the summon, block Zerda a bit. So here I'm not sure why the Joshua and Weiler bans here. The Weiler ban can probably make sense just because of having 2 healers is better for player 2, but Joshua again just loses out to the Zerda's range. These 2 I think will be better against any of these units. Can guard magic against Rachel, and Lestelle. Oh, I can still Blood Dance against most of these units. Now, this Lestelle is not on last rites, there just isn't enough last rites, so it's pretty easily taken down, but it does have a lot of health. So first, let's take a look at this Bernhardt. It brought Lava Titans, which does fixed damage. And then we see the Rupture, which also does fixed damage. So at this point I just laugh, because this is Embracer, and all of these are Embracer. So the only unit that can take any fixed damage is this Zerda. Again, he brought Blood Dance. It does absolutely nothing to most of the units other than Zelda. But we'll see later that it actually does a lot of damage to Zelda. So here I'm just playing it slow, safe, stay in the back. Because of this Bozo, I brought a Dark Faction buff for Lestel, and I also want to set up with the Summon. Liana also want to set up with the Summon Sky Archers first, so I'm going to just cover the map with Danger Zone. If Zelda does get away, I don't want to have her enter Hide and Seek. So again, he does the Alhazar first. I'm kind of surprised at this point. He used it very early. So I'm just going to be playing safe just for this turn. So last turn, this Bernhardt got +3 move, but it doesn't have Sword Dance. I don't really care about this 3 move, it might as well be in anything else. Here I'm set up with all these summons. You can see here, I have a lot of this map covered. He teleports forward, and at this point, I should have moved my Zelda just one block further. Just so my Zelda can actually have this additional range of covering up this line and including this spot. Because I didn't think that Zelda was going to like kill Lestel. I was thinking that maybe he just wanted to go here for Bozo, and then I'm still in range to get the return kill, get the trade afterwards. But then it actually did bring Slice Stride, so he gets to attack here and move back. I was also like planning if he moved here and then attacked and then moved like 3 back, that's also fine. I can move forward and then use again and then use the Zelda to punish with backstab. But I make a mistake here of using Triton first, and this Lestel dies. This Zelda retreats into hide and seek range, and at this point, this Zelda actually covers a lot more range than I expected because this Lestel was covering that block here. So I lost the roadblock here, and now I can move the Zelda forward and use it again on the same turn. So this is like the first mistake where you can say that I basically threw the game. But let's see how we can come back from this. So I have, again, I can try to use the again here and just throw down a black hole. That way I can also make another roadblock with Liana, and then move my Zelda just 1 step or 2 steps closer to this Zelda. So that's what I do here. I drop the black hole, hope for some good debuffs, and move in the Zelda. So his Zelda runs away, uses also Hazard. It doesn't get the buffs because of the cannot be buffed debuff. This thing. But he does lose all of the bandits, which means all Hazard. I mean, he can still use Killing Blow next turn, which can still take out Bozo, but oh, that's something I just have to deal with. So here, this Bozo, not long for this world. I look at this Bernhardt and say, well, I hope this is enough to kill. So that dies. He heals here. I just move forward. So I again move these Sky Archer summons forward, and now I can move my Zelda anywhere down here. and still have her passive. Here's a Reaper's Touch. It'll take a while to kill this juggler, even with just this Lestelle. So here he makes the free kill, Muzzle. I get the return kill with Beast Rock. I get to move again afterwards just because with the Zerda faction buff. So I'm blocking off Lestelle's movement. And here, this Sophia was on Teddy Bear, so it does not have any sort of bracers. Maidens doesn't matter. Get the backstab kill. This one is on Bolt Rangers, so I'm not really quite sure if I can kill through the Bolt Rangers. Juggler takes damage, but I can dispel her heal reversal and heal Liana afterwards. So normally you would expect me to be like in a winning position here. This Lestelle cannot move, so I'm looking at what I can do with this Zerda here. So I look here, I can attack Lestelle, but then she can just Blood Dance afterwards. If I move this Juggler, then Lestelle can move anywhere and Blood Dance. I can try to attack the Iris, but the Zerda did not activate Hide and Seek. So I'm not really quite sure what to do here, so I just move back, play safe, faction buff. I didn't actually move quite far enough away. So here, next turn, this Lestelle can Blood Dance the Zerda. So what I should have done here is move as far away as possible, like maybe here. I just didn't think of it because the Iris had all of those spots covered already. And I still wanted to be in like close proximity to the fight. So a lot of places I could have gone to, just like any of these squares, and just be safe. Instead, I move over here into the trees, action buff. So after this Blood Dance, I thought to myself, well, I think I just threw, because I lost the Summon Sky Archers there. And then Zerda is on 700 health. This Iris can't move that much because of the Master Vice, so thankfully I can do something to the Zerda, heal with Liana first, before Iris takes down the Zerda. Zerda will kill herself if I move anywhere with her, because of the this faction buff healing her for 20%. Her helmet, her healing for another 20%. But thankfully it's turn 6, so Summon Sky Archers is back up again. So I drop that, pray that this Dispel does not kill Zerda, which it doesn't. But the Zerda just lost 400 health and is now down to 300, so that's way too close for comfort. I don't really want to make an attack here, although I could have. I should have known that this Lestelle was on Tree of Life, it even has this Tree of Life, but I just thought, well, I'll play the safe. If this is Thorns and I make an attack, I'm just going to kill myself. So I move away. And this attack is to try to remove as much of the gargoyle troops as I can. But I could have removed all of them if I attacked with Zerda there. So again, Zelda almost dies, but she has enough health that I think I want to risk her surviving her faction buff heal and the helmet heal. So that's what I do here. I also wanted to move like somewhere where my Liana can heal, and also so like around here would probably be best. I also wanted to be out of range of this Iris, so this is where I go. Could have also like went here, that way she didn't take her. Actually no, I had to move here just because of this hide and seek, because the Iris covers a lot of ground, and then the Listel was covering everything here. Iris heals the Listel for a lot. I make this attack just to prepare for a kill. I could have also moved onto this tree and attacked, but I wasn't sure if I was going to go through the Bolt Rangers again. Didn't want to take the risk. Play it safe. Just heal up again with the move onto the trees. So here, I think Zelda ran out of time, and Iris automatically went up, cast Mass Resist, and then just died for no reason. I think he was trying to teleport the Listel or something, but just ran out of time. Could have also moved here, out of the fog. But he used up a lot of reserve time really early on. So here, he probably have no chance of coming back. I can, since he moved onto those trees, I can just block off his retreat. And at the start of next turn, this fog comes in one more forward, and she actually can get to any of these safe spots in the center. Alright, so that's the match. Hope that was insightful. Hope you liked the video, comment, and subscribe.